Quads. On this episode, this is another requested episode. We are getting through your requests as quickly as we possibly can. We've got lots and lots and lots of them. This particular one is going to pit the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro against its new younger brother, the BETAFPV Pavo Pico 2. Now, a few people have said I don't like static videos where you just pointing a camera at the drones on the table and they're not doing anything. So I'm going to put some flight footage up as we talk through each one of them, and we'll have a picture large on the screen of which drone we're talking about, just so that you know, to make it a little bit easier from a visual representation point of view, so you know what we're talking about, but so you're a little bit more entertained than just listening to me ramble and rabble on. So we're going to look at the most important thing first of all, and that is value. The Pavo Pico 2 without an 04 Pro comes in at $105 on the BETAFPV website, and that includes ELRS. The Pavo 20 Pro comes in also at $105 with ELRS. So from a value or from a cost proposition, it would be a draw. However, it's not always as simple as that. For the Pavo 20 Pro, you are getting larger motors, you're getting larger props, you're also getting an LED strip in the box as well, which you don't get with the Pavo Pico 2. So, with that being said, in my opinion, the best value quad offered by both of these at the same price is going to be the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro. Flight time. So the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro comes in at around about 5 minutes and 30 seconds on a 550 mAh 3S LIHV. The Pavo Pico 2, I'm going to keep tripping over my words at this rate. The Pavo Pico 2 comes in again with a 550 mAh but a 2S at around about 3.5 to 4 minutes of flight time. So although they're running the same mAh, the same capacity battery, because one has an extra cell over the other, it does mean that it gets a longer flight time. It also means, or the other reason why it gets a longer flight time, should I say, is because it has those larger props to move more air, whereas the Pavo Pico 2 has a higher pitch of prop, which means it's more aggressive at doing the same thing, if you like, if that makes a little bit of sense. Camera performance, they're both running the 04 Pro. They both are jello free, and they're both pretty much the same. What I will say is the Pavo Pico 2 wins this one by a hair, because if you put the Pavo 20 Pro's camera flat, you do get the ducks in view. If you put the Pavo Pico camera flat, you don't. So the Pavo Pico will take this particular round. Top speed. Again, this is difficult because neither quad has a GPS. You can install them, there is space on there for them, so we will actually do a proper test. But based upon science, a 3S will be faster than a 2S at the same weight, and they're both 550 mAh that I've tested with. They've got larger motors and larger props on the Pavo 20 Pro as well. So top speed wise, I'm going to give it to the Pavo 20 Pro, but those higher pitch props of the Pavo Pico 2, I suspect, will probably get it quite close. Only way of telling and establishing whether that is true or not, of course, is to get out there and to actually stick a GPS on them. So that's what we'll do, but not today. So the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro takes the top speed. Durability and build. I mean, ultimately, if we look at them, they're both semi-carbon, they're both semi-plastic, they're both built in pretty much the same way to the same quality, and I'm going to give them both a point each here, because although the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro is a little bit thicker, it's a little bit bigger, that also increases the inertia in a crash, that also increases the risk of something happening. Again, at this sort of weight, it's highly unlikely that anything would actually happen in a crash. But agility and handling. This might be controversial, but I'm going to give this to the Pavo Pico 2. I think this flies, agility-wise, better than the Pavo 20 Pro. And we are talking, and it is really important with these videos that I do keep stressing this, but we are talking the finest of fine margins. I am not saying if you fly these two back to back, you'll be thinking, my God, the Pavo 20 Pro is it's a brick. It's horrendous to fly. It's not. It really is the finest of fine margins. But the lighter weight and the higher pitch of the props on the Pavo Pico 2, in my opinion, give it just that little bit of an edge when it comes to agility and handling. So the Pavo Pico 2 takes this round. Innovation and features is going to be wafer thin as well. They've both got the same flight controller, they both use the same branded motors, they both use the same canopy, albeit different sizes. They both use the full size air units, they both got a USB-C that you have to plug in, they both got ducts. It's wafer thin. Neither offers anything in the innovation stakes that the other doesn't. However, in the features category and in the features segment, there is something that the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro offers over and above what the Pico does. And that is a free LED strip included in the box. I know it is, like I say, the most finest of fine, tightest of tight margins, but ultimately we have to pick a winner and we have to look at each category, and if we can separate them, we have to separate them however we can separate them. And the way that we can separate these particular two on this particular category is with the waferest of thin margin of the fact that one gets itself an included LED strip and the other doesn't, and that is it. I think the other thing from a features point of view, if you look on the bottom of them, the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro does have a battery strap which allows you to have all sorts of different sizes in there, whereas the Pavo Pico 2, it's a plastic mounting and you can only fit certain batteries in there, as we saw on our review. So it's probably a little bit more than just being wafer thin. It's still pretty narrow, don't get me wrong, but it is probably a little bit more than the wafer thin that I suggested that it was. We are going to add another category to this series as well moving forward, and that's going to be the noise test as we fly past ourselves. So we'll set a camera up on a tripod, that way the spotter doesn't have to hold it, they can continue to spot and I can just fly straight past the camera, and we'll listen to the noise and I'll make a decision based on what I can hear. But obviously, ultimately, at the end of the day, if you guys disagree with the decisions that I make, I'm more than happy to debate it out with you guys. As long as it's respectful and as long as it's not abusive, I'll debate with you guys all day. We have had a few less than respectful comments recently, and that's absolutely fine. It just means that we're growing into the right places. And thank you so much for helping us grow into the right places, because it really does mean the world to us here. It's not just me now, it's Boy Wonder FPV, and there's a few other people involved in the channel as well, and it means the world to all of us, the level of support that you're providing us with. So thank you so much. So with all that said and all that in mind, the winner of this episode of King of Quads Drone Wars is the BETAFPV Pavo 20 Pro. And again, it was a really tight battle, I think, this, and I think, as always, the potential is it could have gone either way, but I think that that's the right way that it's gone, if I'm going to be completely honest with you. Do you agree with me? Do you disagree with me? Let me know in the comments down below. I love chatting to you guys. I've had a few comments recently saying how responsive I am, and that's because I'm a pilot first and a YouTuber second. I want to chill with you guys. I love talking to you guys, I love helping you guys, and I love talking about drones with you guys. So continue to leave your comments, please. It will continue to help us grow, and who knows where we'll be at this time next year, but I guarantee I'll take all of you guys with me. Until next time, thanks so much for watching, and peace out. YouTube and I have had a chat, and we believe that this is the video that you'll like the most, so watch it and let me know if they're right.